Leo sat in the expansive living room of his family's mansion, the crystal chandelier casting a soft glow over the polished marble floors. His friends, Mark and James, lounged on the leather couch beside him, sipping imported sparkling water and discussing their latest business ventures. But Leo's mind was elsewhere. "I think I've met someone," Leo said suddenly, his voice quiet but firm. "Someone I can't stop thinking about." Mark raised an eyebrow. "Who is she?" "She's a construction worker," Leo replied, his heart racing at the mere thought of her. James nearly choked on his drink. "Wait, what? A construction worker? You mean, like, someone who builds things for a living?" "Yes," Leo said, a small smile tugging at his lips. "Her name is Dana." Mark leaned forward, incredulous. "You've just come back from Harvard with an MBA, your dad owns half the city, and you're telling us you're into a construction worker?" Leo shrugged, still smiling. "She's different. I saw her at the new development site near our office. She was directing the crew, so confident and skilled. Something inside me just clicked." James shook his head. "Your dad's going to lose it. You know how he is about status." Leo's smile faded. His father, Mr. Harrington, was a billionaire real estate mogul who valued reputation above all else. Leo had returned from the US to help run the family empire, but his heart was pulling him in a different direction. That night, Leo lay in his king-sized bed, staring at the ceiling. He couldn't stop thinking about Dana, her strong hands, the way she moved with purpose, the focus in her eyes as she worked. "I need to know her," he whispered to himself, "even if it's just as a friend." For days, Leo found excuses to visit the construction site. From his office window in Harrington Towers, he watched Dana as she expertly handled tools, guided her team, and even helped lift heavy materials. She was always covered in dust, her hands calloused, but her smile never wavered. He learned her routine. She arrived at 6:30 a.m. sharp and ate lunch at a small diner called Ao's Grill every Wednesday. One Wednesday, Leo decided to take a chance. He dressed in casual clothes, a plain t-shirt and jeans, and walked into the diner, heart pounding. Dana was there, sitting alone at a corner table, eating a sandwich. Leo ordered a coffee and, gathering his courage, approached her table. "Hi," he said, his voice shaky. "Mind if I sit here?" Dana looked up, surprised but friendly. "Sure." They sat in silence for a moment before Leo spoke again. "Tough day at work?" Dana chuckled. "Always. But I love it. Building something from nothing, it's what I live for." Leo smiled, captivated by her passion. "That's amazing. I wish I had that kind of purpose." Dana raised an eyebrow. "What do you do?" Leo hesitated. "I work in an office nearby. Nothing exciting." Dana nodded, accepting his answer. They talked for a while, and Leo found himself laughing more than he had in years. She was real, grounded, and kind. As they parted ways, Leo felt a pang of guilt. He hadn't told her his real name or who he really was. But he was afraid she'd see him differently if she knew. Leo and Dana began meeting every Wednesday at Ao's Grill. He told her his name was Lee, a nickname he hadn't used since childhood. They talked about everything, her dreams of owning her own construction company, his love for architecture, though he didn't mention his family's business, and their shared love of old movies. But the more they met, the more Leo's lies weighed on him. He bought a cheap phone to text her, afraid his real one would give him away. Dana, meanwhile, started to notice things that didn't add up. His hands were too soft for someone who worked in an office, and his knowledge of construction was suspiciously detailed. One day, as they walked out of the diner, a sleek black car pulled up beside them. The driver stepped out and said, "Mr. Harrington, your father needs you at the office." Dana's eyes widened. "Mr. Harrington? Wait, you're Leo Harrington?" Leo's heart sank. Dana, I can explain. But she stepped back, hurt flashing in her eyes. You lied to me. Why? I didn't want you to see me as just some rich guy, Leo pleaded. I wanted you to know me for who I am, not for my family's money. Dana shook her head, tears welling up. I trusted you, Lee, or Leo, or whoever you are. She turned and walked away, leaving Leo standing alone, devastated. That evening, Leo's father summoned him to the study. I hear you've been spending time with a construction worker, Mr. Harrington said, his voice cold. Is this true? Leo squared his shoulders. Yes. Her name is Dana, and I care about her. His father's face reddened. You're a Harrington. We don't mix with people like that. What will our investors think? What will society say? I don't care about society, Leo shot back. She's smart, talented, and more genuine than anyone I've ever met. Enough. Mr. Harrington slammed his fist on the desk. You will end this immediately, or I'll cut you off from everything. Leo stormed out, his heart racing. He couldn't lose Dana, but he also couldn't bear the thought of her being dragged into his family's world of judgment and expectations. For days, Leo tried to reach Dana, but she wouldn't answer his calls or texts. He visited the construction site, but she avoided him. His heart ached with every passing day. Meanwhile, Dana was struggling too. She missed Leo, or Lee, as she had known him, but the betrayal stung. How could she trust him again? One rainy afternoon, Leo showed up at her apartment, drenched and desperate. Please, Dana, just hear me out. She let him in, her expression guarded. Why did you lie? I was scared, Leo admitted. Scared you wouldn't want me if you knew who I really was. But I swear, everything else was real. My feelings for you are real. Dana's eyes softened, but she shook her head. Your world and mine, they don't mix. Your father will never accept me. I don't care what he thinks, Leo said, stepping closer. I love you, Dana. Tears filled her eyes. I love you too, but this can't work. We're too different. Heartbroken, Leo left, feeling like his world had collapsed. Mr. Harrington watched his son crumble over the next few weeks. Leo barely ate, barely slept, and threw himself into work with a hollow determination. It reminded him of how he had felt when he lost Leo's mother years ago. One evening, Mr. Harrington knocked on Leo's door. Son, I've been wrong. I thought I was protecting you, but I see now that I've only hurt you. Leo looked up, surprised. What are you saying? I'm saying, maybe I should meet this Dana. If she means this much to you, she must be special. The next day, Mr. Harrington invited Dana to the mansion. She arrived, nervous but composed, dressed in her best jeans and a simple blouse. Tell me about yourself, Dana, Mr. Harrington said, his tone neutral. Dana spoke honestly about her life, her work, and her dreams. She didn't shy away from her humble background, but she also didn't apologize for it. By the end of the conversation, Mr. Harrington was impressed by her integrity and strength. You're not what I expected, he admitted. But I can see why my son loves you. Leo's birthday was a grand affair, held at the family's rooftop garden overlooking the city. He mingled with guests, but his heart wasn't in it, until he saw Dana standing by the edge, holding a single red rose. His breath caught. Dana? She smiled, tears in her eyes. Happy birthday, Leo. He rushed to her, pulling her into his arms. I thought I'd lost you. Behind them, Mr. Harrington cleared his throat, addressing the crowd. Tonight, we celebrate my son's birthday. But more importantly, I want to welcome someone special into our family, Dana, the woman who has captured his heart. The guests applauded, and Leo kissed Dana, his heart full. As the night ended with laughter and love, Leo knew that he had found something far more valuable than wealth, a love that was real, honest, and unbreakable. Dear viewers, what lessons did you take away from this dramatic tale? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the story, give us a thumbs up, share it with friends and hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest updates. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.